Hello and welcome to episode 182 of That King Thing, the gaming podcast hosted by us, the King Brothers. That's right, we're back up to full strength. I am the eldest sibling and the host, Thomas, and I am joined by middle sibling, Joshua.
Me.
And...
Me.
Hola!
Hola.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Okay.
You've been in Spain for 2 weeks.
Right. Don't mean I speak the language.
Well, you should, since you sent us that message last week.
Google Translate.
Typical British tourist.
Well, Google Translate how to say, my name is James.
My
And
name is
stop
James.
playing
James.
FIFA.
I'm not playing FIFA.
One of you is.
Well, I'm not
And it's
playing
not
Joshua. So we've
Well, I'm not
narrowed
playing
that
FIFA.
down.
I don't care what you're playing, just stop it. Because it's all I can hear. Literally all I can hear since this podcast started is...
It did sound like you were writing a book on a typewriter.
So stop it.
I've missed my
Just
Xbox.
You've had 2 weeks off to play as much Xbox and do whatever you want. So
I've been in a different country.
you can take your Xbox with you if you're that desperate to play it. Put the control down. 60 minutes where you belong to this podcast and you do nothing but this podcast.
Thomas, just get the robot James out.
Do you know what? Yeah, he's more useful anyway. You can actually get a coherent conversation with him.
Robot James. Hello. News.
See?
We're not there yet, robot James. We're not there yet.
That's what she said.
Anything else you want to ask him?
Which one's
I've
real
got-
me and which one's not? I don't know.
I'm pre-selecting sound bites and you're just saying things and I'm pressing him to see if it reacts and works.
It fits. FIFA 20, though. FIFA 20. Nah, you should have played That's What She Said.
At least he finds you funny, James. Fake James finds... Well, actually, no, I'm not calling him Fake James. I'm calling him James 2.
James 2.
I should have made a
after
James
that.
3 soundboard.
It's James remastered.
Can't get enough Jameses.
Well, I know there's definitely one that's become surplus to requirements.
James 3.
I don't think it's that one.
Me.
You've got to worry, James. She did a good job, you know.
No, she didn't. She didn't fucking
Yes,
top
she
board,
did.
did she?
She didn't cheat.
No one cheated.
All right. Collusion, then. Let's call it collusion.
How was it collusion? I didn't even write the questions.
Yes, you did.
I wrote the zombies
Collusion!
questions and that's it.
Exactly.
So you gave her revision notes and said, make sure you know these things.
Anyway,
Well, to be fair, when you do one map, there's only certain things that you can write on.
we should have gone, what's the estimated square footage of the map in real terms? Just make shit up that were impossible. How was your holiday anyway?
It was good. I was expecting a phone
Playing
call or
games?
something to phone in for the podcast, but maybe
No,
not.
we replaced you literally twice. We
No.
replaced you, and both times were sufficient.
Yeah, did all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
I love Josh was struggling to try and read my sentence that didn't have spaces. That was quite amusing.
It did achieve the goal.
Managed it, though.
He was like, I fucking hate you.
He hates everybody.
Yeah, well, I do. That's
It's
also
not
true.
exclusive to you. So, James, what have you done in the last 3 weeks since we spoke to you?
What have I done? It's a good question. We're just talking gaming wise, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I had 2 weeks of
FIFA
no
20,
playing
though.
Xbox, which has been horrible. Got back, and then my Xbox didn't work. I was mortified.
Okay.
It was a scary
Why didn't
time.
it work?
I turned
Why
it
didn't
on.
work?
Well, it was saying that there was it needed updating, and I could play offline.
Right.
And whenever I went online, it said it couldn't update. So I cleared a load of room on my hard drive just in case. Still didn't work. Typed in all error codes and that on Google and Xbox website and stuff, and they were like, "This does not exist."
This is not a real
So-
error.
So I was sort of like, "Well, what the fuck do I do?" And then every time it did it gave me a different error code. So I was like, "Well, what the fuck is going on?" And then I punched my desk very hard. My TV went off, and then I turned everything back on, and it worked.
Did
So
that genuinely
if your Xbox
happen?
is broke, I punched my desk and my TV went off. The Xbox didn't go off, but I turned it off in frustration. Turned everything back on, and it worked.
So what we've learned here is turn it off and back on again.
Yep. But then, funnily enough, Matt's Xbox broke too.
Do you know what I was surprised with mine? Mine's not been turned on and used in weeks, like ages. And I turned it on last night to basically move my Destiny 2 characters from Xbox to the crossplay system, which I guess we'll cover in a bit. But I was doing that because I wanted to keep those characters rather than start new ones. And my Xbox just worked and everything was up to date. Like, I was like, it's just been sat here doing nothing for like easily 6 weeks since I last played something properly on my Xbox. I can't remember the last time I played something properly on my Xbox. In fact, it's probably longer than 6 weeks. And everything just worked. There was a couple of games that needed updating there and then, but they were like new updates for stuff that had just come out, like as in updates that had just dropped, like the new Fortnite patch and stuff like that. There were things that were waiting. Why I've still got Fortnite installed on my Xbox, by the way, I have no idea.
I think I still have actually.
But it was things like that were in the queue to update. But everything else was like good to go. It was really weird.
No, I haven't got Fortnite.
So it was odd. But yeah, it just worked. But oh no, I'll tell you one thing that didn't work. Elder Scrolls Online wouldn't boot up because it had been sat in standby for so long that that's when I had to power cycle my Xbox. You know, sometimes when a game just gets stuck and it won't go from dashboard to game and it keeps saying there's a problem. But literally I just rebooted it and it worked. So
your player on Elder Scrolls Online for the Xbox has just been stood there for 6 weeks.
do you know what?
He's not logged out.
I don't think I ever can. Well, I've always had a lot of crowns on there because I've always had ESO Plus and not spent them. But I guessed that I had 60,000 crowns on there before I went on, and I had 59,700. And to put that in perspective for you, to buy that many crowns. I'm just going to go on the website now and tell you 60,000 crowns would cost. Oh my lord! I don't click this because the highest bundle that they sell is oh my. So 21,000 crowns is $150, and I have 60,000 nearly.
Sell them.
So I have like $450 worth of crowns sat on my Xbox that I just don't use, and that's at the lowest.
How do you have that?
That's at the lowest tier as well. Bear that in mind. So that's like way low down in terms of price. If I'd bought like say in batches of 3,000, it's $24.99. So I'm going to times that by 20, and that is like $500. So yeah, I've got a lot of crowns on Xbox that I need to get rid of somehow. I really wish there was a way to transfer them to PC because I'd just spend them on PC. But I have hundreds of dollars worth of crowns. If anyone would like crowns on Elder Scrolls Xbox, tell me.
If anyone would like to crown with me, then just
that doesn't even make sense.
It does.
No,
you're not giving birth, so it doesn't.
Crowning.
Just saying it again doesn't make it a real thing.
let's just forget he's here.
Welcome back.
That's easy enough to do, especially like when we've got James 2.0.
Hi, Paul.
My name's not Paul, but thanks
Paul.
for getting involved, James 2.0.
He's still confused. He doesn't understand which voice is whose yet.
Well, if I'll tell you what, I'll officially dismiss James 2.0, and then it will cause less confusion.
I'm going to go edge myself, so bye.
Okay.
He's been dismissed.
I thought that were James actually going then.
No, James would have said, I'm going to go
week.
crown myself. Bye.
Yeah, I'm done edging. It's all about crowning.
I'm past edging. Edging's so last week. I'm into crowning now. Joshua, what have you done?
Not too much really. I've played some Rocket League, a bit of Apex on the new map.
Whiplash.
World's End.
And some Gears of War 5. It's been the same for the past 3 or 4 weeks, really.
So, usual.
You're slowly turning into me.
Yeah.
Usual, yeah. At least there's a little bit of variety in the games I'm playing.
You played Rocket League every single week since we started this podcast.
More or less.
No,
yeah.
More or less, but not every single
Not every single week, but a lot.
Right, take one out.
Do you know what I've realised as well?
That's the week
Can I just
didn't ask him.
Can I just point out that you both lucky I'm sober? Because do you know what week it is? Think about one of the most famous, well, not the most famous episodes, but one of our famous episodes.
It's the 3rd week of October.
The Infinite War shites, Infinity Ward thing.
No. I said, you're lucky I'm sober. Think about that.
Is this the anniversary?
This is the anniversary of Drunk
you
Tom.
A phone call from
yeah.
Infinite.
Oh, yeah.
I just said that.
Oh, I see what you mean
Whichever
now.
one it is.
That wasn't when we... That wasn't Shitfinite War farts, though. Or was it?
It was.
Was that the same time I was
Yeah.
drunk?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was drunk.
Yeah, you just
I
don't
don't remember any of it. I was drunk.
I bet editing that was fun.
Yeah, because I did it while I was still drunk, I think, the same night. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. I still don't listen back to that episode. Like, I can listen back to random ones, but I can't listen to that one because I just cringe at myself. It's horrible. But yeah, it's beer festival week, so you're very lucky that I'm sober because today's the first day of it. So you're lucky I'm not there right now getting pissed and then coming home at midnight going, let's record the podcast. How are you guys? I don't know why I'm talking like that.
How are you guys?
Do you want to know what I played this week?
I thought we'd already gone through yours.
No, I haven't. I played a bit of Elder Scrolls, yeah, but not as much as usual.
So that's one correct. Marbles on stream.
No, not really had any of that this week. Oh, there was a little bit of the weekend, I guess.
That counts. That's
that
between Wednesdays.
Well, technically, we've got to go like a week and a half now because of when we recorded with Brooke.
Any WoW Classic?
No, I haven't played WoW Classic for a little while.
Any Halo?
No, why would I have played Halo, weirdo?
I don't know. I just saw my UNS
Weirdo.
box and thought Halo. Ghost Recon?
No, not yet. Wait, what have you named so far? You've named Elder Scrolls so far, haven't you? And that's it.
Yeah.
See, shows how supportive you are of my streaming career.
Just tell us.
Have you cried because you thought you lost all your V-Bucks?
No, I haven't. I have played this week, on top of my Elder Scrolls, I have played some more Cities Skylines and improved the town, which is now known as Blue Lagoon. That is coming along nicely. I have a zoo now, if anyone would like to come visit my zoo, which, by the way, is expertly named Blue Lagoon, I think it was called.
Oh my god!
that was a viewer suggestion. I put it out there for names, and that was what was come up with.
Who named it?
Blue Lagoon. I can't remember. If I'm totally honest, I can't remember who it was because there was a lot of suggestions flying around. I just remember seeing it might have been Brooke, actually, of all people. She was definitely involved in the process because she tried to get me to name my football stadium Arrow Productions Stadium. I'm like, I'm not naming it after your company. No. So it ended up just being called Liberty Stadium because I've got a Statue of Liberty right outside it. So it's just Liberty Stadium. And Blue Lagoon FC are undefeated, but they only play one game a year, apparently. It's really weird. They're undefeated.
What league are they in?
The Blue Lagoon League. They just play against themselves once a year.
I guess they just play against one at school teams or something, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Other than that, I've kind of... I wouldn't say I've got back into Sea of Thieves as such, but I've played a fair bit of Sea of Thieves. I've had a good couple of days, maybe 3 days worth of playing that alongside Elder Scrolls. So that's been played quite a bit. And there's some... Well, we've kind of talked about the fact that I've been playing it again anyway, but there's some cool new stuff in it that I've still not quite worked out all the mechanics of. The harpoon is very fun. Some of the new ways to gain treasure are pretty interesting. But it's the thing that's good about it for me now is I spent so long playing it in alpha and beta that having to start again and just do the same things that I'd already been doing for 18 months felt really, like I don't want to have to do it all again. Whereas now, there's so much on top of what I did during alpha and beta that I can go level and do things that I've not experienced before. And it doesn't, like, it's not like the game's unreplayable or anything. It's just that because I knew that all I could do was the things I'd already done, I kind of went off and did other things, like other games. Whereas now I feel like there's still plenty for me to do. Plus, I'm playing with people that haven't played it much or haven't played it at all before and are fairly new to it. So it's like a bit different in that respect because I'm sort of teaching people, I guess. I'm teaching them how to play and like what's good to do with certain things and how to go about playing and stuff like that. So there is that. And then one for Joshua, the other thing that I played over the weekend, I spent about 3 hours on Medal of Honor. The rebooted 2010 Medal of Honor. So I've done like the first 4, maybe 5 missions now in the first like 3 hours.
All right.
Maybe 4 missions. I've played as each squad at least once. And I've done the thing which you may or may not remember, Joshua, but there's a mission where you play it as a helicopter as well.
I think I do remember.
You play as a helicopter pilot and you have to go blow some shit up.
Yeah.
But I was playing that for a few hours over the weekend because I managed to get hold of the 2010 Medal of Honor and then Medal of Honor Warfighter for a combined total of £8. So
that's not bad.
I thought I'm going to play it on Steam.
That is decent.
I'm going to play it on Steam, and then that's for the first one. And then the second one I got through Origin, the Warfighter one I got through Origin, so I'll be playing that on Origin. But it was just something to like stream something a bit different and something that I've not actually sat and played properly in a number of years. Even though I'm really weird and I go sit and watch the cutscenes occasionally, or like I'll be thinking about a cutscene and I'll go watch that cutscene.
I do things like that.
I've decided I actually want to play through it all again. So I started it, and like I said, I played about 3 hours or so of it and done the first few missions. So that's been fun.
Good.
I'll be back on that soon. And I think I'm going to be picking up... Well, I say I'm going to be picking up Destiny 2. I'm going to be helping some people who are new to Destiny 2 understand how Destiny 2 works, whilst also learning what's changed since I last played, now that it's free to play. Which, as I was talking about before, it means I've linked my account so that I can do crossplay, which is something that is kind of going to be in the news. In fact, screw it.
News.
I was really hoping you'd learnt the Spanish word for news and we're going to use that, but all right.
I've done languages before. That used to be the thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to move this piece of news to the top then, just since I'm already talking about it. But so Destiny 2, we talked about the fact that it had gone free to play, but what I didn't mention, I think it was last week when we talked about it, but what we didn't talk about is the fact that it is cross progress now. Whether it's cross play or not, I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'd be interested to try it and see. But it's definitely cross progress. So what's happened now is I've been able to link my Xbox account to my Bungie account, which has then meant I link my Steam account to it, pick up all my progress from Xbox, and I can also link it to the PlayStation. And what that meant is, as soon as I booted the game up earlier tonight, after doing that syncing process, I earn over 50% of the Steam achievements for Destiny 2 because I was at 880 gamer score, I think, on Xbox, and I don't think there's that much more added to it since then. So I've just spammed my way through a bunch of achievements on Steam straight away. So I intend to just install it on PlayStation just to get 80% of the trophies, I guess. Why not? It's like Dauntless. I just I play Dauntless on PC, and I only sign into it on Xbox and PS4 to get the trophies and achievements that I've unlocked on PC. It's like, why not? Why not?
Play.
Why not?
So that was kind of part of the news that is now cross progress. If anyone was interested and wasn't sure about moving platforms or anything, so check that out. The biggest news of the week, which I can't believe we are going to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it.
It's really funny.
It is pretty funny. So Fortnite basically disappeared into a black hole. It was pretty funny. All it was, essentially, was a way for Epic to basically do server maintenance for 2 days because they wanted to install some stuff. And they were like, they've clearly thought about this and gone, how can we achieve this? Oh, I know, let's get the world sucked up by a black hole and just make people watch it.
Yeah.
And the best thing is about the entire thing is that when people have recorded, obviously, streamers and that were mid-game whilst it happened, and they just started screaming what is going on? Yeah. And then they couldn't get back onto it. Oh, it's so good.
What's really interesting about it though is now that the world's back and it's been respawned or whatever, there's a few new features, you can fish now, which means you can fish up weapons out of the water, and you can fish up.
They took that from CoD.
Well, they took that from Sea of Thieves first, I think. But yeah, and any other game that has fishing for that matter, there's been fishing simulators for the last 20 years.
No, I mean for Battle Royale.
Yeah, I guess. But regardless, the new map is there. It's got some new features, but what they've done two things that's really interesting here, which is one, lazy, and two, marketing genius at exactly the same time. And the things that they've done that are lazy whilst also being marketing genius are the black hole in the first place, because it means we can just turn it off for an unlimited amount of time because we're making it into an event that people are talking about. It also means that they can work during normal hours instead of having to take it down at unpopular hours and work ridiculous shifts to do the update. But then also there's no real patch notes for the new version of the game. It's basically just, here's the game, it's back again, everything's changed, we've stripped it back. It's chapter 2 season 1 and go find what's new for yourself, basically. They've not told us anything. And it's quite funny because it's it's really lazy, but it's also genius at the same time because it saved them the effort of having to go make content for it and publish content for it. Because what they're doing is they're basically handing it back to streamers and YouTubers and bloggers and whatever else and basically saying, go find the stuff. And it's just huge publicity because people are trying to find things first and then going, oh, look what I've just found. And they're basically doing all the work for them. They don't need to do any work at this point. And I say, he's genius, but lazy at exactly the same time.
It's the world's most famous down for maintenance time on anything ever made. Because they made maintenance into fucking news and people squealing and whinging and being little bitches about it.
It filled Twitch and Mixer.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I went to go to the website just to see if there was any like news posts or anything. And it was all that was on the website was literally just a full screen Twitch of the black hole. It was just the Fortnite channel streaming the black hole, and I clicked on that. There were 45,000 people watching it at the time I clicked on it. And it was just a black hole.
Right, Sammy has been playing it and was playing it when the black hole happened. It happened at 7:00 our time, and she was still watching the black hole at 9:00. I had a look on the website. There were 117,000 people looking at this black hole, and I'm just sat there like, just come off the fucking thing. And then I've seen stuff like Fortnite should be doing this every night at 8:00 so that kids actually go to fucking bed. And all memes and shit like this is the new Cinderella law that they have in South Korea, where teenagers under the age of 16 can't play video games past midnight, and they should just do this every day for Fortnite just to keep them off of the fucking thing. And I just found the taking the piss more fun than the possibility that it's all going to be different when it's come back, which it is. To be fair, it is.
No one knew it was coming back.
Yeah, no, but that's
the beauty of it. One had a clue.
They were never getting rid of their biggest profitable game, especially after it was so famous that the fucking game going down for a few days is more famous than the game was prior to that.
Yeah, like it's funny, and I think that even though I don't care for the game, I don't give a shit about any of that in that sense. I do still think it's funny and a very clever way of doing what they were doing. And I guess you've got to give praise to them for that, because that's, this is the one thing that they are very good at. They're very good at generating like hype and attention with minimal effort. And that's exactly what they've done with these two things. Yeah. Yeah, they just they basically turned the game off for a few days, then turned it back on without any patch notes.
Yeah, the work they'd already done was done, and they've all had three or 4 days off.
Just had 3 days off, just chilling.
Guys, I think we ought to go back into holiday, office. Guys. We need to go back into office and
we need to just click go.
I think we've made them suffer enough.
Mm-hmm. It would be funny if everyone at Epic that works on Fortnite just took 3 days off. I doubt very much that happened, but it would have been nice if
Let's try and find out a few names of people that work at Epic and have a look on their Instagrams and see if they're up to fun over weekend.
Yeah, let's have a look. In other news, PS5 is officially now the PS5. Surprise. It has been confirmed by Sony.
Surprise.
Exactly, yeah. Is anyone surprised by that at all?
No.
They've also...
I'm surprised they can count.
You surprised that they can, or that you're not surprised that they can?
I'm surprised that they can count.
Why?
I don't know. It's going in numerical order, isn't it? Xbox can't count.
True.
That is, I'll give him that. That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
The second Xbox was the 360.
And then the third one was the one.
One.
I understand.
They just pick numbers out.
Numbers with Microsoft.
Honestly, I bet all they do is just go on random number generator and just pick one.
Nintendo did the same thing with their 64. We know it was because it was 64 bits, but since then they've not tried numbers again.
But the thing is that there was a reason for the 64, because it was the first 64-bit console to go mainstream. The next Xbox, by the way, going by this standard, is the Xbox 404, because I've just random number generated, and to be fair, it's a good excuse for if it ever breaks, because it's like a 404 error. So that's the meme already if that happens. The Xbox 404.
Imagine if
and
it
it's
was
the fourth
Xbox
one. There you go.
Imagine if it was Xbox 2042.
No, that'd be a Nintendo something 2042.
Yeah, but imagine if Xbox did it.
It'd be a Nintendo 2042. Just saying.
Then we would be scared.
Well, no, because it'd be a Nintendo 2042. I'm not afraid of Xbox come 2042. I'm afraid of Nintendo. That's the fear you've driven into me. Anyway, Sony have confirmed that it will be a PS5, as we were saying, which, like we say, is zero shock to anyone.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the fact that it should arrive holiday season next year. So it's like a year away now, realistically. Yeah. One of the key things that they appear to be changing is within the controller. Stuff that they changed on the console is very much expected, like solid-state hard drives, game partitioning, so that a lot of games do this now anyway, but game partitioning is going to be a much bigger feature, it sounds like, with the next gen of PlayStation, where you can just install multiplayer or just install single player campaign in order to essentially save space. But some games on PlayStation already do that. Some games on Xbox do it, actually, like go on. What Crackdown did it, didn't it? Crackdown came in 2 parts. Something I installed recently. Let me choose which part I wanted to install, and I forgot what it was. Oh, it was Medal of Honor. When I was reinstalling Medal of Honor on the PC, it said to me, "Do I want the multiplayer or the single player?" And obviously, there's going to be nobody on multiplayer, so I told it just do the single player. Might as well save myself some space. So, but yeah, a lot of games do utilize that, but it sounds like it's going to be much more focused with the next console.
Yeah.
And the sort of the main things that they've kind of pushed, I guess, in terms of information is through the controller. So they're changing from the traditional rumble style controllers to haptic, which is similar to what's in things like iPhones, I think Galaxies and stuff like Samsung phones tend to use that haptic kind of stuff. And it works differently. It provides a different mechanic, which is why the vibration of a newer phone feels very different to a 3310 that used to go across the table. And it's the reason like modern phones vibrate differently. But the idea of that is it allows them to be more precise and more specific with the feedback that the controller gives you.
It's going to do stuff like react to the environment you're in more and shake the triggers.
Well,
and stuff.
It's able to. Yeah. What you've got to remember is that all that's inside a controller is just a weight that spins around. Yeah. Like if you've ever taken apart a controller,
which I have many a times.
Smashed one up.
Or smashed one up and seen the insides, which is the more likely scenario with most of us. But if you've ever smashed up a controller and looked to the inside of it, it's basically just a big circle. It's like a semicircle on a
stick.
On a stick, yeah, essentially, and it just spins around. Yeah. And all the controller does is decide how fast to spin that thing round and which one of the like 2 or 3 that are usually in it to spin, and that's it. And that gives you like a vibration sensation, obviously like a reaction, but it's not that accurate because it's just either heavy vibration or mild vibration. Yeah. There's not really any precision to it. So it should provide a better sense of vibration feedback, but also they're looking at doing something similar to what Microsoft were patenting for the Xbox controllers recently, which is a more precise like trigger resistance kind of system. Yeah. So that if they specifically quoted things like if you're pulling back the bow of the string of a bow, you can sort of feel the resistance of that the further you pull it back. Yeah. Or like if you're accelerating in a car on a driving game, you can tell the difference between like asphalt, tarmac, and off-road and stuff like that. There with some of the precision. Like you've got that a little bit with the Xbox at the minute. The Xbox is kind of good for that in a way, but again, that's not like a resistance as such. It's more just utilizing the vibration features. So what happens is like, I notice it most on driving games personally, but if you're driving on certain games that utilize the trigger vibrations, like if you brake too hard and the wheels start to lock up, you feel the vibration in the triggers, and you also like feel wheel spin if you accelerate hard and you've not got traction control on and stuff like that. And it does allow you to be a little more kind of delicate, I guess, with the brake and the accelerator if you want the precision. It's not the same as driving like a wheel and kind of stuff that I have, but it gives you a little bit more feedback in the controller. And it's just advancements on that, really, I think, that they're both going for. It's not just a PlayStation thing, really, but it's one of the key things PlayStation have focused when they've talked about the PS5 in the last week. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, last but not least, Call of Duty went mobile. We've not really talked about it because I didn't care, but well,
Neither did I.
Which one of us care? Which one of us here cares about CoD Mobile?
Not me.
There we go.
Exactly. Even James doesn't, and he's the one that plays it out of the three of us still, and he doesn't care. So CoD Mobile is officially the biggest mobile launch ever because it's already hit 100 million downloads already.
That's crazy.
And in a week,
numbers are crazy.
It is insane. For example, to give it a comparison, PUBG Mobile 28 million in its first week. Fortnite Mobile was 22.5 million in its first week. But in fairness to Fortnite, it was only available on Apple initially.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's 4 times that. Even if you doubled that to go iPhone and Android, or even was generous and said, there's more Android phones in the world, so add, like, double what was on iOS. That's still only, it's not even 75 million. It's still another times more than that. So it's pretty
Make
insane.
a note somewhere for like middle of November, and we'll check see how many players are actually still playing it.
Yeah, it would be good to see. I've
I bet you
actually
there's
been
about
told
14.
Well, I've actually been told by people who have tried it, it's not actually as bad as you would think, and it's worth trying. And I said, get lost. And they were like, no, seriously, try it. And I said, look, there is no way I'm playing a shooter on my phone. It is just not happening.
Yeah, it don't work
because
well.
they're horrible to play on phones. Yeah. And they legit said, just try it before you judge it, kind of thing. And I've not installed it. I don't really intend. No, I don't intend to install it because we've got things to do, like play a game and do incoming.
Yeah, CoD Mobile.
But well, yeah, this is where Joshua's like, well, unfortunately for you guys, my game this week is.
Would you like to know what my game is this week?
I said, did you even play PUBG? It was shocking to play on mobile. I didn't even bother trying Fortnite. And they said, no, seriously, we played both of them. This is something else completely. They said it's got a zombies that's really good. It's got all sorts.
It's full COD.
Yeah, basically.
Well, it's 1.11 gigs and it's at 4%. I'll let you know later.
Okay. Feedback next week. Maybe we should all try it and feedback properly next week. I don't know. But yeah, that is it for the news, unless either of you two have anything to add.
I have something to add.
Oh, go on then.
It's not really gaming related, more listener related. Nico got married.
Congrats, Nico.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. Congratulations, Nico.
Rocket League's got an event going on at the minute.
No one cares.
I know, I'm just saying that is news. Some people might care.
No,
I don't really care either. It's just something extra to do, isn't it?
No.
Okay, let's move on then.
It's time to play a game.
Feels weird to be back in this scenario.
I'm excited.
It's been 3 weeks now, hasn't it?
I'm crowning.
Since the last proper game.
Well, we've had 2 weeks without one of these. So, yes, I guess it's kind of been 3 weeks, depending on how you look at it. Whose game is it? It's Joshua's game. I nearly forgot then. Right. So, it is time to go head-to-head for me and James, and in that case, the scores as they stand at the moment is me on 15 wins, Joshua on 6, James on 8. So, James is nearing safety, but it's Joshua's turn to host, so... If Joshua's smart, he'll have definitely favoured this game towards me. This is why I do so well every year, because you two just try and screw each other over, I bet. Or is it just that I'm better at games? Could it be that?
Wait till next year.
Until next year. Honestly, somebody gave me a forfeit. Everyone keeps getting me to try and play a game called either Twitch Sings or SingStar. Because when I've got music on while I'm streaming, I tend to sing along to it a lot. And obviously, I'm not very good. And everyone keeps saying, oh, you should play these singing games. I'm like, nope, not happening. So it was proposed to me that if I ever lost, my forfeit should be that I've got to sit and stream some of those games and just live sing. I was like, do you know what? I'd actually consider that would be a good forfeit for me because I really don't want to do it. Even though I sing stuff anyway, I sing songs that I know and like. Do you know what I mean? The songs that I've put on, and I'm like mumbling them while I'm playing games, so it's not proper singing. So
it's not like Barbie.
Anyway, that's by the by.
Because get to our hero playlist kind of thing up, and you'll probably sing most of them.
That's redundant anyway, because I'm not going to lose this year because I'm already at 15. So I'm just going to let Joshua tell us what his game is and put us through it.
Put you through it.
Yep. I agree.
I wrote the title at the top of the page, New Game, and decided, fuck it, I'm going to make a game called New Game now. So I have a list of questions, one for each of you, and you have to answer them all correctly in a row. And if you get one wrong, you've got to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Basically, you take it in turns. You've both got separate questions. That's it. If you have to answer all the questions again, so if you do somehow get one wrong on your way back through, you start again. And if you fail 3 times, I will give you 1 chance to eliminate any question. Either the one that you're stuck on or one further on. That's it.
Can I not just eliminate one I've already done so I don't have to answer it again?
No. It's got to be one of the newer ones. Who's going to go first?
I don't even understand what's happening, so James can go first. I'll learn from experience.
So you think I know what's happening?
No, but I want to watch you burn. I want to watch you burn, which means I can.
So James,
learn.
I've got 10 questions. You have to answer them all correctly, and you've won.
Okay.
And you've got
so basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to get my first one wrong. Thomas is going to go then win. Yay!
Potentially, that's potentially going to happen. You never know.
Okay,
James,
so what we've learned here is Joshua's just wrote 20 questions and then gone, yep. I can't be asked to think of a concept. I'm just going to make them answer them consecutively.
Yep. And if you don't manage it, then the next person's going
So unlike usual Joshua, where he has a really great idea and just executes it poorly, he's going to execute excellently a shit idea this week.
What's the point in us going back to questions we've already answered correctly?
Because, James, you're an idiot. You might get wrong on your second time through.
I was going to say the same thing.
Fair one.
You forget the answer you've given and get it wrong.
Yeah.
It's probably going to happen.
So, James, your 10 questions start now. The first one is, what 3 things do you need to make a fire on Ark?
Flint, rock and wood, or stone and wood.
Yeah, correct. Next question. P's and Q's are a snack from what video game?
GTA.
Yeah, I'll accept that. Fuck it.
Because it is GTA. Of course you're going to accept it.
I think you specifically wanted you to say 5.
5, yeah, but I'll accept it regardless. In the Lego games, a blue stud is worth 1,000, but what colour gives a bigger amount than that?
Purple.
Yes, correct.
Is it? Oh.
Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live have recently combined into what service? I want the full accurate name.
Full accurate name. So like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes, I thought you might have missed off the Xbox bit. Question 5. Who is publishing the upcoming Marvel Avengers game next year?
Ooh.
There's more difficult ones now.
Well, I know the answer. I'll ooh because I don't know if James will.
I actually don't know this.
Just
not a clue.
No, you've got to have a guess, or I'm not gonna. Yeah, no.
Do I start from that question?
No, you've got your own set of questions.
Okay, well, that seems stupid.
So, Thomas, your question number 1 is: in World at War, What vehicle can you use and give perks to?
Perks?
Well, have a perk set for
tanks.
Yeah. Question 2. Sweet rolls are from what gaming universe?
Sweet rolls.
Oh, damn, sweet rolls.
I should know this.
I am obviously on about the specific item.
I forgot.
Are you
Sims.
getting number 2 wrong?
Yeah, I'm getting. Oh shit! You've heard what I've said, haven't you?
What?
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't hear what you said. No.
I gave an incorrect answer because after I said it, I realised what the correct answer was.
What did you say?
I said Sims, but I know what the correct answer is when it comes back.
You have
to
to wait for your next.
It also begins with S. Well, I guess it's the entire series. Actually, you said series, not game, didn't you?
Yeah, like the universe.
Oh, I know what that is then.
What do you think it is, James?
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
it is.
I said Sims and I was like, oh, Skyrim. Immediately, as soon as I said Sims, I knew what I'd done wrong.
James, quickly go through your answers again. Fire on arc. How'd you make one?
Shit.
Wood,
stone, and flint.
Yes. P's and Q's are from what video game?
Grand Theft Auto. Accept it.
What's worth more than a blue stud in
Purple.
Lego games? Xbox's thingy service.
What?
Combined.
Xbox Game Pass
Live
Ultimate.
and Game. Yep. Who is publishing the upcoming Marvel's game next year?
Oh shit! I knew I had to think about something. Shit, I don't know. I just got too into Thomas's questions. I was thinking so much about the sweet roll then. Shit. I actually ain't got a clue. Do I get a clue? When do I get a clue?
You got to get
3 wrong first, I think.
Yeah, you've got to get 3 wrong. But if you use that skip on this, you can't get another one.
Oh, what? I guess a what?
Once you've got it wrong 3 times, he'll let you skip it, but you can't then skip another. You're then stuck.
Yeah.
If you can't get another one right.
Ubisoft.
Incorrect.
Oh, I really don't know.
Thomas, in World at War, what vehicle could you use and give perks to?
Tanks.
Sweet rolls are from what gaming universe?
I can't believe I didn't get this
Sims.
right. Elder Scrolls.
Yes. What part of these instructions are missing and what are they for? Go to the northern part of Viridian City and speak to the old man and watch his tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. Fly to Cinnabar Island. Listen, fly to Cinnabar Island, then go to the eastern side of Cinnabar Island and...
Wank.
All right. What, I have to name what comes after that?
Yeah, you have to say what the next step is.
I don't know.
Oh, Square Enix!
I need to get it right now. I don't know.
I can go through them
read me
again
the
if you
instructions
want.
again. Read me again because I got lost in.
Go
I
to the
didn't
northern
expect
part
it.
of Viridian City and speak to the old man and watch his tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. Fly to Cinnabar Island. Go to the eastern side of Cinnabar Island and...
I'm so fucking glad you got this one.
Catch a Pokemon.
No.
Square Enix. Oh no, wait. Wood, stone, flint.
P's and Q's.
GTA, purple. Shit,
Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Live.
Shut up. Square Enix.
Okay. What was the first FIFA game to have a number of the year it was released in after its title?
Oh, is it 98 or 97? 97.
Incorrect. Thomas, back to you.
Ah!
World at War vehicle
Pricks.
that you can use and give
Tank.
perks to. Sweet rolls are from...
Elder Scrolls.
Finish these instructions. Go to the northern part of Viridian City and speak to the old man and watch his tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. Fly to Cinnabar Island. Go to the eastern side of Cinnabar Island and...
Earn a badge. I don't know. Visit the gym.
No, both are wrong.
This is ridiculously difficult compared to the rest of the questions.
That is hard.
They are difficult questions. James just don't get any easier. He's just got his second one.
Yeah, but he's like 5 in. This is my third one.
James, go through your answers again.
Oh shit. Woodstone, Flint, GTA,
Lego,
Purple, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Square Enix, and
what was the first FIFA game?
Did I say 97?
You said 97. To have a number of the year it was released.
95.
Correct. Next is true or false. In Spyro, you complete a level by collecting a crystal at the end of it.
False.
Correct. Number 8.
Go to the northern part of Viridian City. Speak to the old man.
Name this game from the description I give you. You have one clue, and it's that Thomas has played it. This is quite a big paragraph, actually. Players aim to increase their reputation by gaining fans in order by creating players. That doesn't make sense. But
It would be great if he could read.
I can read. This is how the paragraph is set out. Players can gain more fans by booking modelling jobs, acting jobs, and club appearances, and going on dates.
James! Oh, no, why am I buzzing in? Kardashian's game.
Yeah, I'll accept that it is.
You'll accept that? Of course it is.
He's doing it with... I don't know why. He keeps doing it.
Number 9. Name the RuneScape mineable minerals up to level 60 in order. If they aren't in order, you will have to start.
Oh my god! What? So, like, starting from like copper and working all the way up. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and you've got to name them all, and they've got to be in order of what level. So, if you can do this one at level 5, you say that before the one at level 10.
Oh, and is it member stuff as well?
No, it's up to level 60, which is generally where member stuff starts.
Right. Copper, tin. I can't remember.
Those two are correct.
Rune Essence is one as well.
I'll let you have that, but that's not on the list that I found. I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, right.
But you don't need a mining level to get that. You can be any mining level, so it doesn't really matter.
Is clay one?
Clay is not on the list. You will have to start again from the beginning later. Thomas!
What?
In World at War, what vehicle could you use? Sweet rolls are from...
Elder Scrolls.
What part of these continue these instructions, and what are they for? Go to the northern part of Viridian City and speak to the old man and watch his tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. Fly to Cinnabar Island. Go to the eastern side of Cinnabar Island, and this is your third.
Throw yourself off a cliff because this question's disgusting.
There's 3 strikes, and your next one you can skip it if you want. James, go through your questions again. Fire on arc.
Is it Enter the Cave?
No.
Oh, I thought I'd have the moment of inspiration like James did. Well, it wasn't my turn, but obviously not.
James, fire on arc.
Woodstone Flint.
P's and Q's.
GTA.
Lego games. Yep. Xbox Game
Pass Ultimate. Square Enix. I can't remember. FIFA 95?
Yep. True or false, in Spyro, you complete a level
false.
by collecting a crystal. Yep.
This would have been a better challenge if you had to remember all the answers without having the questions again.
That
would have made it a better
I'll do
challenge.
that if you want. I'll make it more difficult. Name the game from the description that I gave you.
Kardashians.
Name the RuneScape mineable minerals up to level 60
Right.
in order.
So, this is his last one as well?
No, this is 9 out of 10.
Oh.
Copper, tin. If we're not going for obscure things, I'm just going to go for ores.
That's what he asked for.
Oh, sorry.
Did he say name ores?
Mineable
Copper,
minerals.
tin. I think it's
Or
iron.
minerals, sorry.
Iron, yeah.
Is it silver then?
So far, this is exactly the same as WoW.
Silver.
Again, same.
Is that right?
It's not on my list, but yes, I believe it is. What about?
That's the same in
Coal.
in WoW.
And then I think it's gold, and then the order of the armors: myth, adamant, and then rune.
Yeah, well done. You didn't need gold and silver, but you did put them in the right places. So
Can I do it for WoW? Because I'm pretty sure I can do it for WoW. Copper,
it doesn't get you
tin.
any further in your questions, but yeah, go for
I
it.
don't care. Copper, tin, iron, mithril, thorium. And then you go to Burning Crusade and it's fel iron and adamantite. And then you go to Wrath of the Lich King and it's cobalt,
Yeah,
saronite, and I think that's
I
it.
think that might be it for that. Yeah.
Then Cataclysm, and it's obsidian, and then I'm starting to get stuck. But I've done 3 expansions, so what do you expect?
Well, I only asked up to level 60, so the first classic release is enough.
The first 5 were enough.
James, your last question, and if you get this right, Thomas can't win at all.
Well, that just means I won then,
UNSC
doesn't it?
stands for what in the Halo universe? And I'm giving you no clues. I'll only tell you if you get it bang on correct.
For fuck's sake. UNSC.
Yep.
Yeah,
Unsk.
the main thing.
Unsk.
The main, group or whatever.
I genuinely don't
Go
know.
on, James.
Space Command something, but I don't know what
Well,
the
it's not
beginning
Space Command something, is it?
is. Well, you know what I mean.
Because
That's at
SC's
the end.
Unfortunately, James, your answer didn't have the U or the N part in, so we're moving on to Thomas's list now.
Who said that was my answer? Dipshit.
You said something. That'll do. You can think about it more while Thomas has a go. Thomas,
Tank, Elder Scrolls,
would you like to
and skip.
I'll give you the answer. You surf up and down
Yeah.
until a Missingo appears.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I'm so glad I went first.
They're not even instructions from inside the game.
No, they're not. I never said they were.
The glitch instructions.
I never said they were. I just said what part of these instructions are missing and what are they for. Your next question. Overcooked 1 made by Team 17 released when?
Oh, fucking hell. What, just year?
Just year is enough. Yeah, I don't need the month.
He'll accept. He's been doing that all night.
2016.
Yes, it was August 20.
Really?
Yeah.
I was torn between 15 and 16 because I thought Overcooked 2's been out this year or something. So I figured it must have been 3 years ago.
Time to do dates again, but even closer. What came first, Zelda or Metroid?
What, as in the originals?
The very first releases of those games.
I'm gonna say Zelda because Zelda is the more legacy game, but
Zelda did come first by 6 months.
Is that it? Oh, right.
1986,
I thought it'd be more than
21st of February, Zelda came out, and Metroid came out in August the same year.
Wow.
Next question. Name this game from the description. The clue is that I have played it but don't like it, even though I end up watching it getting played quite a lot. It's a massively multiplayer online game creation system platform that allows users to design their own games and play a wide variety of different types of games created by other users. The platform hosts user-created games and virtual worlds covering a wide variety of genres, from traditional racing and role-playing games to simulations and obstacle courses. As of 2019, it has had over 100 million monthly active users.
What?
Make him read it again.
Read it again.
Is a massively multiplayer online and game creation system platform that allows users to design their own games and play a wide variety of different types of games created by other users. The platform hosts user-created... Go on. Have you got it?
Oh, no, keep reading.
User-created games and virtual worlds covering a wide variety of genres, from traditional racing and role-playing games to simulations and obstacle courses. As of 2019, it has over 100 million active monthly users. The clue is, I have played it but don't like it, and seem to watch it being played a lot.
It's not going to be what I thought it was, actually, because...
I know it.
You can have a guess, but...
It's the fact that it's three syllables that's throwing me. Because I have two guesses, and I don't think either of them are right.
It's three syllables? What are you on about?
You went da-da-da at the start.
Oh, that's just him having a noise. That's not a clue.
Oh, is that not accurate?
No, that's not an accurate
If that's not
noise.
accurate, I'm going to say Roblox.
It is Roblox.
That was what was throwing me, because when you said about, like, you'd played it and you build your own stuff in it, I sort of realised, it's going to be Roblox. But then the thing that kept confusing me was you were going, at the beginning. I was like, what else could fit that rhythm?
No, it's just a noise that I made. Question 7, true or false? The Guitar Hero Aerosmith version made more money than the band made on their previous album release to the game.
True.
Correct, it is true. Oh god, this is the Pokemon based one as well. You're not going to like me. Mewtwo clearly has a number in his name, but what other 3 Pokemon have numbers in their name from the same generation of Pokemon? You must name all 3 to move on, or you will start again if you get them wrong.
I know my answer, I think.
So they're from the same 150 Pokemon at the beginning.
So Mewtwo... Is it actually the number, or could it be the number in word? Like, it's in there, but it's not actually a number, if you see what I mean.
It's in there, but it's not actually a number.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
literally running through them all in my head, and I've got as far as Pikachu so far and not found a number.
Okay.
What's after Pikachu?
Who's that Pokemon with a number in their name?
Oh, Ninetales.
I will accept that because I didn't think about that one. Yeah.
All these things.
So there's 4 actually.
Bulbasaur.
Can you not do that when I'm trying to think? Tentacool and Tentacruel.
I will accept one of them because I didn't think.
No, they both got 10 in the names. No, you can't do that. They both got 10 in the name. You didn't say it couldn't be the same number repeated.
Go on. Give me another one.
No, fuck off.
I'm letting you off by letting you have these ones and not the 3 that I was thinking of.
Well, you should have done your research, Barry, instead of letting me sit and think about the 150 Pokemon.
His line for this game has been, I'll accept, or that wasn't on the list.
What's funny is I'm finding ones that have actually got numbers in the name, and Joshua's like, uh-oh.
I've got 3 specific ones.
I can't. How many more do I need?
1.
All right. Does Spanish count? Does the Spanish number count? Moltres.
Yes. Do you want to know what my three actual answers are? Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Well, hang on a minute. Uno. Oh my.
Uno, dos,
so you're
and
telling me... So you're telling me that you went with the three legendary birds I got one of, and I managed to find three others without actually really trying.
Yeah, and
in that time, I've also thought of another one, which is really like out there.
Go on then.
Cubone. It says one in it.
It does.
There's probably more, but I bet you there's more.
Missed him. 9. Your next question number 9. What was the game Fireteam Noble were in? It was made by Bungie.
Fireteam Noble?
That's one of the names they were known as, yeah.
Just get one wrong.
Shut up, James. The fact that it's a Bungie game leads me down one of two paths. I genuinely don't remember it from recent Destiny, so I'm just going to guess and say Halo and probably be wrong.
It's Halo, but I need to know the full game title. I need to know what number or what other game it were in.
What? Well, I don't remember them, so I'm going to assume it's one I've not played, so let's go for...
6.
5.
No, it's not 5. James, we're back to you. So,
is there
answers.
A 5? I've just thought really
it's
Guardians, isn't it?
Fuck. Wood,
Fire
Stone, Flint. Wood,
P's
Stone,
and
Flint.
Q's.
GTA.
Lego Blue Stone
Purple. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Who's publishing the upcoming Marvel's Avengers game next year?
Square Enix.
Yep.
FIFA 95, is that the one that's next?
Yep. It's a good job it is, or you'd have been sent back to the beginning. True or false, inspire a complete level by collecting a crystal
false.
at the end of it. Correct.
It's been so long since I've gone through these. Oh, Kardashians.
Name the RuneScape mineable minerals up to...
Oh, you're taking the piss.
No, I'm not. Thomas is going to have to do his Pokemon again.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's 3. I've got like 8. A list of 8.
That's your fault, Philip.
Copper, tin. Fucking hell, what were next?
This is why the lists are in there.
Iron.
Yeah.
Copper, tin, iron.
I don't have to do the WoW ones again, do I?
You weren't a part of it.
Copper, tin, iron. I can't remember what's after iron now. Copper, tin,
Thomas, looks like you might be winning this.
Silver.
I told you they're not
right?
applicable, so no.
Oh, right, okay.
I won't count it as a wrong answer, but because it is around that kind of level, you can do it. But
Coal.
yes.
And then armors. Myth. Oh god, what's after myth? I've blanked. Myth. Adamant rune.
It's adamantite, but...
It is. Are you giving him that,
right.
Thomas?
We said adamant last time, and you were adamant that you were going to give it him. So.
They are, right. So UNSC stands for what in the Halo universe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I had this in my head and it's... United Nations Space Command.
Correct. You have actually won.
Yeah.
I don't like going back to
Can I have my last ones and then I'll give James his music for real?
Yeah, we're going to go through
What
your
did I
other ones
miss?
first.
No, there's no need for that. I've lost. Just
What
give me the
game
ones that I've not answered yet.
Was Fireteam Noble in? It was made by Bungie.
Halo. What came before 5?
Guardians.
Reach.
Reach.
No,
yes.
Guardians is 5.
It is Reach.
Is Reach right?
Yeah, it's Fire Team Noble, Team Noble, whatever they're called. There's a bunch of names. Your last question was, in the Division, what does SHD stand for?
Oh shit.
What does what stand for?
SHD stand for in the Division.
Oh shit.
Shed.
I know this. There's no E in it, James.
Yeah, abbreviated.
Strategic Homeland Division.
Correct. James won that one then.
I.e. the Division.
Yes. Am I still on a winning streak?
No, because you had 2 weeks off, so your winning streak went out the window then.
That's a win for James. Oh, James, you're on 9.
I know.
Yes,
I'm so fucking horny.
I wonder if I threw that game intentionally to let you win.
I hope so.
I just think my questions annoyed you so much that you just gave up on playing the game entirely.
My questions were harder.
For once, the questions were in favour to me.
Yeah. What do you mean for once?
I always end up with Skyrim questions and shit and Pokemon questions. For once, I didn't get any. I got FIFA questions.
I can accept a Pokemon question, but asking me to write the instructions down for a glitch or whatever, a bit harsh. Overall, that's me on 15, Joshua on 6, James on 9, and it's my game next week.
I could win.
All to play for.
You know, when I get my forfeit, I want to do it straight away. So James is behind me. So let's start thinking of one now, just in case I've got a forfeit to do as of
We
next
do one
week.
together.
You could do one together. Yeah, you could do a joint forfeit.
No.
We bathe
This is
together.
redundant. We're running out of time. Shut up. James, you can do this.
Craig Mitchell. What pisses you off in gaming?
No, that's not what it was.
What was it?
Joshua, give us what it was.
Fuck, I can't even remember, and I made it up.
Distractions.
What annoys you when it distracts you or prevents you from playing a video game?
There you go.
Okay. Craig Mitchell says, what, like a drunken girlfriend screaming the house down whilst you're on a hot streak on Rocket League? Interruptions don't bother me anymore. Sort of expect them, to be honest. I suppose when you have kids as well, that's quite true.
I'm just thinking more like screaming the house down. Like, just kick her out, mate. It's easy. kick her out and carry on playing Rocket League.
He's not on about Nicola.
Oh, right. Well, kick her out, Joshua. Carry on.
I am not making any comments on this.
I'm assuming Sammy's conversing in while Joshua's trying to play Rocket League.
She was expecting
I thought you meant Craig were cheating.
And I was coming.
Would it have said mistresses? Drunken mistresses.
Yeah, but he might have wanted to keep it quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really confused. I didn't know what was happening.
So Sammy was due to come home after being out for the night and was supposed to send me a message when she was on her way back so I could come off the Xbox and then go to bed because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. She sent me a message when she was passing the Aldi near where I live, which is like 2 or 3 minutes away in a car. So I was still in the middle of a game and she was knocking on the door trying to get in drunk. And it wasn't working because I was in the middle of a game on Rocket League and I wasn't getting up. And then she got herself into the house and started falling over and squealing while she did so.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. But apparently, Craig has made that something he doesn't like.
And he expects it. Nick Earl says, well, it starts like this, lads. Sit down for a cheeky round of Rocket League. Rocket League?
Yes, he's actually written that, people.
I thought one of you two might have jumped in for that bit.
No, I was letting you read it first.
Should we start again? We'll do it again properly.
No, just carry on with it.
Oh, okay.
You've ruined it now by bringing more attention to it.
God damn it. sit down for a cheeky few rounds of Rocket League with a couple of mates. Next minute, mid-round, I hear the screen door of my house being shaken down to bits from my bloody cat Milo. She will sit there and knock pretty much. What? Sit there.
I think
and knock
every time he
much
messes up, he's got to start from the beginning, like my game.
Till you let her in.
No.
Just as always while on the Xbox. Sorry, there's some mistakes in this that's thrown at me.
Yeah,
start again,
throw
James.
Nick under the bus.
If it isn't her, it's my dog Layla. Wow, that is a really weird coincidence because I have a dog called Layla, barking at me or sitting her head on my feet and wanting a pat. Sorry, I meant
the weirdest part of all of this is that he has a female cat called Milo. Do you not think that bit's weird?
Why is that weird?
Because Milo's a boy's name.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess,
weird. Yeah, you got your names backwards for your pets.
Why, is Layla a boy dog?
I don't know.
It's a girl dog.
That would be funny.
I just got really confused because I saw wanting a pat and then cock in the next sentence.
What?
Also, cock on. James is back.
Oh.
Throw back there for you boys. Cock on. The superpower.
Yeah. I was
instead of flame on, cock on.
Cock on. Yeah.
Why don't
That
we
is a
take
good
this
throwback.
upstairs? Cock on.
What a throwback.
That is a legendary throwback.
Somebody get the episode number, thanks.
Nick probably will do that.
Yeah.
David Underground, moo 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 for Ria. Says,
That'll do.
I moonlight as the local vigilante. As we get closer to the holidays, I was just going to stop there. As we get closer to the holidays, the crime rates increase. That's unfortunately when a bunch of games are coming out too. So I have that dilemma, to game or fight crime. It's tough, King Brothers. I cannot let my parents, uncle and girlfriend's death be for nothing. There must be some good to come out of all the horrors that plague my city. And yet, if I don't get enough gaming in, my evil alter ego will arise again, like in issue 157
Of that King.
We can't have that again. So much blood. So much blood. And guts. I can't believe it was me that did all those terrible things. I blame the underground mutants that steal my cable and internet. That's me projecting. And I should really blame myself. Anyways, Destiny 2 is now free to play. So there's always some hope after all.
For the record, episode 157 of That King Thing has nothing to do with what he said.
It's on about the issue of his life.
I know, but I'm just checking.
Would have been great if that's the episode that he came on. Just so you know.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to see if there was some thing to it, but no.
Link. Cataclysm says, I'm looking forward to playing a certain game, and then said game doesn't want to work properly, and if I can't find a solution to it,
Did you want to play Fortnite over the past few days? That's what's happened.
I very much doubt that.
That would have been funny. Deja and Tender Will Hodkin.
Just will, please.
Servers. Looking at you, EA.
What do you mean, EA? Ubisoft? Potato servers? Just saying.
Epic. Just shut them down for 2 days.
Black hole.
A quick break, guys.
Black hole.
Dan Smith being able to download the Outer Worlds on Game Pass, but not being able to play it until the release, and then moaning that I can't play it, but they let me download it.
I've done the same thing, and I turned my Xbox on for the first time in a couple of days, like yesterday or the day before, and it told me Outer Worlds is the most recently installed thing. I'm like, awesome, I'm going to go see if I can play it. It's 25th. And I've downloaded a tiny file that just reserves space on your Xbox for the full file when it actually comes out.
Yep.
Sucks.
Nats says, if you interrupt me when I'm deep, then God help you. I mean, if you interrupt me when I'm deep into a game, then God help you.
I'm just going to let that slide.
Yeah, let's just continue.
Tommy 2008, Paul Carter of the Paul Posse.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Kids. That's it. No. Kids, and it used to make me want to make the world burn, but now I've adapted, gotten used to it, and matured. So now it just makes me want to make them burn.
All you need to do is let them play a game, but play it with them, and constantly win and beat them, so they get
buy them a fake control.
Fake controls are funny.
Work.
Make them think that they're playing.
Yeah, but you're really playing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you're doing so well. You're so good at this game. And you're basically bigging yourself up, but no one knows you're bigging yourself up because they think that they're playing.
Or you just give them the control and just shut up. You don't have to say anything. Just give them a control.
True. Brooke Oli, Archer.
What's that? Brookie Coli? What?
Brookie Coli. It really bothers me when I've done everything I need to do, work, housework, etc., and just want to sit down and play for an hour or so of a game to chill out, and I suddenly become the most popular person in the world. Even worse when you sit down and get called into an emergency shift for work. That's a classic. Just say no.
It's an emergency shift.
Say
I'm busy.
no.
Bye. Is that everything?
I think so. I think that's the end of it,
yeah. Yeah, Brooke, just say no. She's like, I ain't working. Fuck yous.
And do what I do. Just don't look at your phone for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Try 3 weeks. There's been many of occasions where we've lost you for about 2 months.
Yeah.
And then you're randomly like, hi.
Doesn't message for like 2 months. Turns up to recording, but then other than that, he's unheard of.
Yep.
Sometimes he doesn't even do that. Does anyone else want to do the outro? It seems how Brooke absolutely smashed it last week, by the way.
James,
You know,
I
follow
think
us
we
on
should hear
shit.
you do it, considering you're the one that's...
Why me?
Yeah, you do it, James. We'll swap roles for a week. You do it, and I'll do the annoying whispers.
Why are we swapping roles right at the end?
Because Brooke did a
it's
better
funny.
job of it last
Beginning.
week, and you need to prove your worth.
Brooke nearly put me out of a
I
job
don't
last
even know
week
what this stuff
with some
is.
of that presenting, so I want to see how good you are, James. I'm putting you to the test. Then I'm going to make you like fight to the death over the role on the show.
Oh, that's fine. Follow us on Twitter and shit. That_king_thing. Facebook, that search for that king thing.
Facebook.
Go to his website, thatkingthing.com.
Website, thatkingthing.com.
Be sure to head out over to So Sick Clothing. Use the code TKT for 15% off.
So sick.co. Clothing, TKT. 15%.
And become a patron and give us money.
Patreon.
Thanks.
Money. Thanks.
Oh, and go to Harlem or Harlem, whatever it is, on Facebook too. Because I'm sure.
Go to Harlem Facebook. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Right, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10 for that.
I'll take it.
Unfortunately, Brooke did do it better.
I'll take it.